Hello, everybody. I'm Davin with ProPhoto, joined today by Matt.
Hey.
Who you may recognize from Pro News. And, oh, wait a second. I didn't even start playing yet. Here we go. Video's playing. So today we're talking about the A7R II. And A7R II, of course, the latest full-frame mirrorless camera from Sony, 42 megapixels, as well as a lot of other stuff. And we took this camera to Bullseye Glass in Southeast Portland, which was a pretty awesome place to shoot, as you can see in this video. So a couple of things. This video was not shot in the A7R II because I only had a 32 gigabyte memory card, and you need a 64 gig card for the XAVC-S video. So read the full review for more of my complaints about that. My only other big complaint, battery life is still really bad, but it kind of is what it is for a large sensor mirrorless camera, I guess. But other than that, I think it was really great.
Well, and on the battery issue point, it's interesting that when I first opened the box to the A7R II, one of the things I noticed is that they had decided to include two batteries.
Right.
In addition to, in the past, a lot of the models have just had an in-camera charger. This has both the in-camera charger as well as an external charger. And actually, along those same lines, as far as extra things that they throw in that a lot of people aren't, especially in mirrorless world, they also threw in a cable lock. So if you're using HDMI or shooting tethered with USB, you don't actually have to go buy a cable lock to keep your ports from breaking. They just decided to throw in some of those things that they expected to be complaints with the camera, so that to avoid it in the first place.
Well, now we're being interrupted, which is rude.
Okay.
Dude,
Sorry to interrupt.
we're recording in here.
Where's Serge at?
Vacation. He's out till next week. And that was Tony from the warehouse, everybody. Tony from the warehouse. So where were we?
Extra things thrown in.
Yeah, extra things thrown in.
That was all I had to say about extra things.
Okay, so there's me looking awkward. Again, those glasses are fantastic.
They really suit your facial structure.
I like the earplugs that are just like dangling around my neck the whole time.
Yeah.
So this is pretty cool right here. The reason I kept this in the video, this is just kind of interesting. What this guy's doing is those the panels that are covering that big light panel
Right.
are polarized.
Huh.
And then he's wearing polarized glasses that are polarized in the other direction.
Huh.
So what that does is it checks each panel of glass for defects.
Yeah.
So I guess if there's a defect, the way the light shines through with the polarizers is different.
Huh.
And then this guy's checking color or something. I don't know what he's doing, but it looks cool.
I don't think photographers know about polarizing and color, so probably should move on at this point.
Yeah. Anyway, other things about the camera that are great. The autofocus is absolutely amazing. Covers like 60% of the frame, and it even works with like Canon mount lenses.
Right, as long as you have an adapter that'll transfer the electronics, so like a Metabones, one of the newer Metabones adapters, I think NovaFlex has one as well, then the autofocus, image stabilization, all of the fancy electronic features on Canon lenses will work basically just as well on the A7R II. I used the Sigma 2435 f2 with a Metabones adapter, and the autofocus was lightning fast. It's not a stabilized lens, so I didn't get that, but the 5-axis stabilization from the camera made it really easy to shoot.
Any word on Nikon autofocus?
I don't know of an adapter that has electronics for Nikon to Sony yet. I'd imagine somebody's got to be trying. They have so much good glass out there, and it's, especially for Canon shooters, seems like it's lowered the barrier to entry for the Sony system. I'd imagine there's somebody out there trying to capitalize on that with Nikon glass too. Just hasn't happened yet.
So anyway, for more details, check out the full review on the news desk, newsdesk.profosupply.com, and we'll put a link in there straight to the article somewhere too. But overall, fantastic camera. Sony is just knocking it out of the park right now. Not without its quirks, but I think for a lot of people, including professionals, this may be the time we see a lot of people switching to mirrorless.
Yeah.
Who may have been holding off.
Yeah, if you've been thinking about it, this is one definitely to at least come into the store and get in your hands. It's a really interesting camera that really takes on the big boys pretty well, like more than any other mirrorless camera I've seen so far.
Cool. All right. I think we got it.
I think that's it.
Awesome.